Hello, dear human. Congratulations on making it to this portal, to this magical gateway, magical door. So let's go into it and talk a little bit about purpose. Our purpose is really very simple. It's to be ourselves, because each one of us is a unique key. There is no one like that ever existed, exists now, or will ever exist. We're completely unique. And so as we go about life, that unique key opens different doors. So our mission in life is to open those doors, is to do things, is to take on tasks and missions. And so let's demystify it and let's make it even simpler. So there are obviously things that we do okay-ish, well, great, and some things that we're geniuses at. We're all geniuses at something, as long as we are in our zone of genius. And so there is a very easy way to identify that zone of genius for each one of us, which is what we do in this little mini workshop. And the way to do it is very simple. What we need to do is to identify our top one talent, our top two talent, top three talent, and then put it together into one sentence. And that is our zone of genius. And then we can do a lot with it. Trust me on that. So let's go ahead and do exactly that. Now, how does it work? It's very simple. We have created a holistic map of talents using a very powerful test. You may have used it already. You may know it. It's called the Enneagram. And so on top of that test, we mapped 81 talents that human beings possess. So let's go right into this exercise and find out the zone of genius within just 10 minutes or so. It could last from 6 to 15, depending on how fast you go through it, but on average about 10 minutes. So why don't you pause this video in a second and go use the first link under this video, and that link will take you to this map of 81 talents. And your first task is to go ahead and read through all of them, 81 talents, read through them carefully, maybe take a deep breath before you do, so that you calm your nervous system and you're more alert and awake and relaxed at the same time. And then just read through them and select 10 that resonate with you the most. So pause this video, go ahead, open that link, select 10, and come back for the next step. So now that you're back, let's go through step 2. And step 2 is very simple. Now go through the 10 shortlisted talents that you just picked, and then select top 3. I know it can be a little bit tough to select top 3. Remember that this doesn't define you. You can always come back and redo the test. You're beyond any kind of testing. Testing is just a way to approximate your zone of genius with some degree of precision, approximate your purpose. So go ahead and choose top 3. Pause this video and choose the top 3. Beautiful. Now that you have your top 3 talents, let's go ahead and put it into one sentence. So, for example, my purpose in one sentence is, I'm in my zone of genius when I simplify, integrate, and innovate. So I put it into just one verb each. So you can have a little paragraph where you put the whole phrase that you found in the map of talents, or you could just use the first 2 words. And so it would be, I'm in my zone of genius when I do this and that, this and that, and this and that. And that's going to be your one sentence. So pause this video, do that, and have your zone of genius in one sentence, and then come back to this video. Welcome back. So now you have your zone of genius in just one sentence. So there are 2 things that I suggest you to do with it. You can do it right now, or you can do it later. They are in the description as well. So the first thing is, I'll just say what it is. Write that purpose on a sticky note, on a post-it note. Just write that phrase on a post-it note and put it at your desk where you do most of your work. It could be in your office, it could be at your home, it could be at your coffee place, it could be on your laptop, somewhere where you will have visibility and you'll be able to look at it. And the idea is very simple, to keep reminding yourself of what is it that you love doing the most, what is it that you're most natural at, where you get the highest productivity, results, growth, It's all when you are in your zone of genius. So go ahead, put it on a sticky note, put it in front of you on your work desk so that you can come back to it. And whenever you get a task or you volunteer for some task or you're given a task, just look at it and compare it. How much am I going to be in my zone of genius when I do that task? This way you will internalize, embody that zone of genius and spend more time in that zone of genius, putting you more in states of flow and enjoying your professional activities more and more and more as you go ahead about embodying that. The second thing is to use an AI prompt. So you can just use any AI model. So use the prompt that I pre-prepared for you. It's again in the below the video. So use that prompt, run it, and you may get mind blown a little bit to some extent, because AI does an amazing job of recommending all kinds of cool things by knowing someone's zone of genius. So these are the two things that you can do now or you can do later. They will literally take you a couple of minutes each, and they're pretty cool. And